How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Grimm from the Bug Out Boys, and you guessed it. It's review time. And the piece of gear that I'm going to be reviewing today is my Sawyer Mini. Now, I've had this model since the very first Bug Out Boy episode. It's why I continue to use today. So I figure it's about time I told you what I actually thought about it. So why don't I bring you in close, and let's give this piece of gear a thorough look over. Well, now that I got you in close, it goes without saying that I will be leaving a link in the description to this particular model of Sawyer filter. And other than that, let's go. This is everything that you get when you buy the Sawyer Mini. This little straw, a squeeze bag with cap, and I even believe the rubber band came with it. Mine is painted, so it will be more of this bluish color. The cleaning plunger, and of course, the filter itself. Do not throw any of this away, especially this guy, because this helps clean the filter and gives it a long life that you're going to be counting on if you're in a bug out situation. All right, positives. Number one, let's talk about size here. I mean, look at that. That is small. I mean, the Mini is not just in the name. It's very small. It's very light, and even if you were to combine all of this together, I mean, you could even ditch the straw if you wanted to. I wouldn't, but I mean, this, I don't know, it's maybe half a pound, if that. So, and space-wise, I mean, it goes without saying that it being small and light helps out in a bug out situation. I mean, you can practically pocket all of this in a cargo pocket, no doubt. And you have good, clean water for you to drink. It takes no moving parts, so there's nothing to break. That's important, so none of those, cranks or lever actions or anything like that. Nothing for you to worry about in that regard of breaking mechanically. Number two, it's back flushable, hence this little guy. So when flow's getting a little bit bad, you just take this guy, put it to here with clean water. That is the trick. You're gonna have to use clean water with this and back flush it. Now you might say, well, where do I get clean water in the middle of the wilderness? Well, you would first process some water, just enough to fill this. And see, there's actually still water in it. And then use that processed water to back flush it. It doesn't really take that much to blow out the crud. Three, because of the back flushing, you have many gallons. I mean, I don't remember from the page, it might be even 100,000 gallons worth of water for you to drink just from this device alone. It's also very versatile. So, typically, you would fill this up with your dirty water. You would then screw it to here and then squirt it into your canteen, your bladder, what have you, to drink from. You could also just put this in your water source, straw on here, and drink straight from the tap. I've also seen some people put this in line with their bladder system. So they actually would put dirty water in their bladder system and then make sure that it's in the right flow rate. So dirty water, bladder, hose into here, hose back out to your little bite valve. Very versatile. Now for the negatives. Number one negative, and you can't really knock it per se, is that this only takes care of bacteria, protozoa, and cysts, because it only goes down to 0.1 microns. So viruses are still going to be a problem, and also your organic and inorganic chemicals, your fertilizers, your pesticides. Now, I don't know if anybody saw it, but on one of the Bug Out Boys episodes, Fallout decided to attach a charcoal filter in line with this. So it was dirty water, charcoal filter, then this, or you could probably put on the back end, doesn't matter. I have one as well. So if you're worried about the organic chemicals, inorganic, you can augment this, again, very small, to do so. Another negative is that this can't freeze. because it's this very, I mean, we're talking 0.1 micron hollow body fiber. Any sort of water in here is going to freeze. Ice expands. That expansion of the ice is going to break the filter and then cause it to, well, not protect you anymore. And as you saw earlier when I had this open, there's still water dripping. I mean, let's see, I can probably just do this with my mouth. And yeah, there's still water in here, and this has been in my bag for quite a while since my last bug out. And even if I were to push all this water out, there will always be some moisture in here that could possibly freeze. So, simple way of preventing that is just bring it into your sleeping bag with you. Cap it off, it's not going to leak. Put it next to your pocket or in your pocket in a sleeping bag. Keep it from freezing, you're fine. But once you get this wet, always assume that it is wet and is susceptible to being frozen. Last is that it's a little, compared to the lever pumps and some of those other filters out there, it can be a little slow in filling up your water. These are, they have bigger squeeze bags, but you know, take this, squeeze it out. It's a little time consuming, but I don't find that to be a huge negative. I'm just going to put it in the negative category because you have someone who's just pumping along and they have a whole bunch of water. You're squeezing, refill, squeeze, refill. It might get a little monotonous, but the weight savings, it's a negative, but I don't think it's something that'll break the bank. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Sawyer Mini. If you did, please do subscribe because there's going to be more reviews, bots, Pioneer preps, and of course Bug Out Boy episodes along the way. And then if you have any questions or comments about this particular piece of gear, don't hesitate to write them down below. If I can help you, I will, and I always love getting back to you guys. So till then, take care.